What up, you guys? My name is Rafael, and I run an online TCG business, TopShelfCollectibles.com, from the basement of my house in Illinois. And if you're looking for Japanese sealed products, ETBs, single packs, slabs, accessories, all of that goodies in the TCG market, we got it. We got you covered. The link will be in the description down below, TopShelfCollectibles.com. But today we are talking about Scarlet and Violet promos, more specifically the under $50 promos from the Scarlet and Violet era. And even though we have been in this crazy bull market for 9-10 months now, I still think there are promos in the Scarlet and Violet era that you should be looking at very carefully and paying attention as to what they're doing, because I feel that they still have potential despite the amount of price upticks that they've already had. So we're going to go through all of those here in this video. I have a top 7 for you guys today. But before we dive into that, I do have a winner for that beautiful Houndour that we put out a couple videos ago. For free to one lucky subscriber. I know my camera does not like to focus. I think I disabled the autofocus feature, so I'm gonna have to look into that later on. But this beautiful Houndour is going to Sean McNulty-R7Y. Congratulations, Sean. Message me on Instagram at topshop_collectibles to get your account verified and get that over to you for free. So moving on to the promos, Scarlet and Violet promos. Let me show you what we got today for this top 7. All right, here's our first promo, and it is the Eevee EX promo from the SPC. Now, this does say $54 here in the app, but when you go to TCG Player, it's hovering around $49, and there's about 235 available. This promo has gone up on TCG Player significantly, but I do think that the amount of buying that is seen for this card, I do think that it has potential in the long run, especially with Prismatic Evolution being so new of a set, the SPC being so new of a product as well. I think it does have potential. The PSA 10 is hovering around $300 or $400 now. It was $300 just a couple months ago. So this card I do think has potential to continue to move up, and that's why I have it on my top 7 for the Scarlet and Violet era. Up next, we have the Charmander, and this is the 151 Charmander from the ETB. It's not the Pokemon Center exclusive one, but it is hovering around $44 raw. In TCG Player, it's $45, so fairly similar to Pokedata app, and it has seen a 100% increase, 76% in the last 6 months. We're seeing about 112 available in the current market in TCG Player. This promo in our PSA 10 was just around $200 last month, and it has now all the way to $411. It seems like it took a little dip here recently at $385, but regardless, this is a beautiful promo. It seems like it has 9,000 population report for PSA 10s, and almost 16,000 people have tried to grade this into a 10, as you can see here in the 9s. But it's a beautiful promo, and guys, it's 151. It's going out of rotation in March. It is a Charmander. It is going to be one of the most iconic promos of 151. People have used it as memes. People continue to talk about this Charmander. It's a beautiful card, guys, and I do see potential for this card. As we progress and move outside of Scarlet and Violet, I do think that we're going to look back at all of these promos and we're going to say, wow, those were beautiful promos. Those were beautiful full art promos out of that era. We want them, and the price that they're going to demand is going to be way higher than what you see them right now, in my opinion. Up next, it is the Marnie's Morpeko. This promo came out of the deck. That deck was selling for $20 when it first released, and it wasn't that long ago. It was just during the summer. $35 raw, similar price in TCG Player, 150 available in the current market. It has seen 30% increase in the last month and around 126% since its inception into the market. $15 is what the promo was worth at the very beginning. This promo has outpaced a lot of other promos in Scarlet and Violet. In my opinion, it's deserving because it is a beautiful promo. It is Marnie, one of the top more liquid trainer cards out of Pokemon Company, and Morpeko just looks, this card just looks beautiful in my opinion. And as you can see, the PSA 10 version is running for $338 right now. It seems like it's been at that price point for quite some time. It is a beautiful promo, and I do think it is worth picking up and having in your collection for the years to come. Up next, I think this is the 4th one now out of the 7. This is the Batman Mewtwo, and this card, like you guys already know, comes out of that 151 UPC. It's a super expensive UPC. It continues to move up. As long as that UPC continues to perform, this Mewtwo will continue to move up together with the Mew that comes out of that same UPC. This card is sitting at $37 on TCG Player, $39, and it has seen 21% increase in the last month 156% in the last 3 months, and almost 200% in the last 6 months. It continues to rise in price, 172 available in the current market. And as you can see, the sell-through rate, it continues to move. Somebody here went nuts. 79 sold on September 12th, and then it was moving to 10, 17, 8, and then on September 17th, 43 of them were sold. The sell-through rate, it's there. It's a beautiful card. A lot of people love Mewtwo, and it's their favorite card. So I may be a little biased with this specific card, putting that in here, because I actually love Mewtwo, and I have a lot of Mewtwo cards and promos and folders and accessories that I buy because I am a Mewtwo fan myself. But I do think that this Mewtwo will have a push up in price in the years to come as we progress out of the Scarlet and Violet era and we move into the new eras that we have coming in the near future. The next promo under $50, it is the Pikachu that comes out of the chest. I've talked about this Pikachu before. It was in my top 10 video that I made in the summer. And I do think that this Pikachu is going to do great things as we move out of the Scarlet and Violet era. It is one of the very few full art Pikachus available together with the Paldea Evolve, which we're going to talk about here very shortly. But it is a beautiful promo, and it's sitting at $17. TCG Player has it at $20. It has seen 178% increase in the last 3 months, 28% in the last month, and it has grown 97% in the last 6 months. 191 available raw copies in TCG Player. Guys, this promo, it's beautiful. It's got Pikachu. It's one of the most liquid cards and Pokemons that you'll find in the entire TCG. And in a PSA 10, this card demands $200 right now, and I think it is well deserving because it is a beautiful full art promo. Our number 6 promo, it is the Pikachu promo from the Paldea Evolved Elite 20 box. You guys already seen Paldea Evolved, how much it has grown over the last couple of months. The booster boxes are growing, the ETBs are moving, the Shinji the Magic card continues to move. This promo, you can only get it out of that ETB, and in my opinion, again, it's a full art Pikachu, $20 on TCG Player. It has seen in the last month 66% growth, 196% in the last 3 months, and 188% in the last 6 months. There is 358 available in the current market, but as the cards just start to move and they start to disappear from TCG Player, I do think that this ETB promo will rise in value in the coming years for the Scarlet and Violet era. In a PSA 10, this card is demanding a $220 price point right now. One thing to note about this specific card is that it seems like it's not too hard to grade on a 10 because as you can see here, we have 5,000 in a 9 available in the current market and 5,800 in a 10. Usually the 9 to 10 conversion in most cards is a lot different in terms of quantities than that. If we look at the Mewtwo, for example, you can see there is a 10, almost 11,000 in the current market for 9s, but only 5,000 in a 10. That tells you that it's really tough to get a 10 in this particular card, and the price point of the PSA 10 demands that and reflects that. In this Pikachu, it seems like it's somewhat similar, so it's not too hard. $220. It's still pretty pricey for a full art promo to be priced at $220 in a PSA 10, but I do foresee that this card will move forward as the raw price of the card moves up and as the limited quantities start to get bought up and sucked up out of TCG Player. This card will move past this current price point that it is right now. And our last promo of the night, it is the Victini, guys. This Victini promo is sitting at around $17 in TCG Player right now. It has seen 72% growth in the last 3 months, and obviously the chart breaks because it's a fairly new promo that just came out with Black Bolt and White Flare. 571 currently available, and I do think that this promo has potential. The PSA 10 is selling for 150, and it hasn't really changed much. I do think that the price point, it's a bit off right now because it's such a new card that a lot of these applications it's hard for them to maintain the current values. There's so many different marketplaces to grab data from. So if we go to eBay for this particular Victini, we can see this is Japanese that says 150 here, but as you can see, it is actually selling for $500. This was a couple days ago, September 16th, and it is the English version in a PSA 10. We continue to scroll down here. Let's see if we find another one. 415 on that one, 480. So it's dancing around $480 to $500 actually for this Victini. And it is a beautiful promo. We will look back at this Victini promo as we move away from the Scarlet and Violet era, like I continue to say. And I do think that this promo will be one of the top promos to have in your collection moving forward. All right, you guys, there you have it. That was our top 7 promos under $50 of 2025. Like I always tell you guys, this is not financial advice. This is not something that you should be looking at investing and trying to put your money to potentially make some moves. While I do see that these promos will move in the future, I buy them because I like the art, I like the promos, and I do see that in the long term, 2, 3, 4 years down the line, they will have a monetary value. And like I told you guys before, if the cards do crash, at least you have somewhat of an appreciation for the art and you won't mind it. So always keep that in mind when buying singles, whether it's promos, whether it's IRs, SIRs, because odds are that when the market turns, things may get a little bumpy. The road may get a little bumpy, and we may see 20, 30, 40% drops in a lot of the singles. Usually in a down market, the singles are the ones that get hit the most. So just be prepared for that and be mindful of that. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been giving consistently to the channel and coming back here every other day to watch what I got to offer for you guys. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. Click on the bell notification. It will alert you anytime I post a new video. And we're trying to do 1 to 2 freebies, illustration rares, or SIRs a week now in the channel, just as a way of saying thank you to you guys and all the support that you guys have been giving. We're so close to 1,000 subs, which is actually pretty insane. Never thought that we were gonna get to that point this quickly. Again, thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.